Hi there, I'm Coach Amy, Precision Nutrition Certified Nutrition Coach with Results Fitness, and the recipe I have for you today is a summer farro salad. So this can be used as a quick side dish. If you wanted to add protein to this, you can make it a complete meal. So a lot of different options you can do with this dish. So I'm going to prepare it just as a side dish for today. So you're gonna need 2 cups of cooked farro. So I already went ahead and I cooked the farro. If you're not familiar with farro, it's a grain. It's kind of similar to brown rice, but a little chunkier, a little heavier, a little bit more dense. And because it is, with the texture and whatnot, I like to cook it the day prior to making this recipe and let it sit in the refrigerator overnight, because that's going to really help fluff it up a bit. If you try to use it straight from, cooking, it's going to be a little bit heavy. So I like to let it air out overnight and fluff up a little bit. So 2 cups of cooked farro, red wine vinegar, olive oil, salt, pepper, and fresh cucumbers, red onion, basil, and cherry tomatoes. All right, so to get started, I'm going to put my 2 cups of farro in a large mixing bowl. And the thing with farro, a little bit goes a long way. So not thinking, when I was prepping this last night, I made 2 cups of uncooked farro, which once cooked makes pretty much about 1,000,000 cups of cooked farro. So just know that it does grow and expand quite a bit when cooking. Again, rice does that and whatnot, but this is a lot bigger than rice. All right, so I have my 2 cups of farro there. And from there, I'm going to add my diced cucumber. I had fresh cucumber. These are the mini ones. I like these, they're kind of small, skinny, perfect size for this. No seeds. So I'm gonna add that as well. And this was 3 mini cucumbers. Now, if you were using regular cucumber, it's about 1/2 of a medium sized. All right, and 1/2 of diced red onion. I'm gonna add that in there. And then I have a 1/4 cup of fresh basil that I've already chopped up. And for the cherry tomatoes, usually about 1 pint is what you're going to add. I buy the massive Costco size, so that's why I have a huge bin here. I'm just gonna cut some in half real quick. And the nice thing about cherry tomatoes is they hold up well. If you were to use Roma or a beefsteak tomato, anything like that, the vinegar and the oil from the dressing tends to, make them a little soggy. So that's why I like to use cherry tomatoes in recipes like this, because they are nice and sturdy and will hold up to any other ingredients you add. So again, about 1 pint. I'm just kind of aimlessly cutting here until it looks like enough. All right, so that should be good. These are my favorite. I eat these things like candy. That's why I buy the giant Costco bin, and I just leave them out on the counter and smash away. All right, let me grab a spatula. Okay, I've only had 1 cup of coffee today, so my brain's not 100% prepared. All right, I am gonna mix this up a little bit just to help incorporate it. And again, I'm gonna use this as a side dish because we're cooking out later today. Sometimes I will just make this and have it, top it with some grilled chicken or whatever protein I have on hand. So it's a good vegetarian or a meat eating option, however you want to make it. Okay. All right. So next up, we're going to add just some salt and pepper, a few quick turns, nothing big. If you wanted, you could add some fresh garlic as well. That's another good one. Sometimes I do add cheese to this as well, depending on, what the rest of my meal looks like. Feta is a good one. Feta tends to hold up well in salads like this. All right, next up, 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. Okay, and then to that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil and whisk that up. Again, as always, super simple, bare minimum ingredients. That's all you really need to make, super flavorful food. You don't need those recipes that have 8,000 different ingredients, that have you going to specialty stores and finding all kinds of random things that you need that you're probably going to use a teaspoon of for one recipe and it'll sit and rot in your pantry. So this is most of these ingredients you probably already have on hand. All right, so I whisked that up. I'm just gonna pour it over the salad. I will say this too. This does taste a little better the longer you let it sit. You know, I like to make it a couple hours before I'm going to eat it, let it sit in the refrigerator, really soak up the flavors. All right, I just wanna make sure I mix it well. And this holds up well too, you know, if you wanted to make this for a cookout or you're going to a gathering, a party, anything of that nature. It's a good salad. You know, grain salads tend to hold up. Like I said, they won't turn any of the fresh veggies mushy, so this is a good one to take with you. All right, so this is all set. So as you can see, everything's well incorporated. I'm gonna pop this in the fridge for a few hours and I will be ready to eat it. So as always, I hope you enjoyed the recipe. If you try it out, you know, send feedback, let me know what you think. And as always, have a fantastic day.